welcome to this episode of Easy Learning. My name is Macy, and today we have our special quiz episode. In today's quiz, we'll be looking at one of our music lessons with Natalie. We'll be answering some questions today that will help us remember that music lesson. Alright, let's get started. Okay, in today's quiz, we'll be looking at our music lesson on major and minor scales. Alright, try and get all the answers right. Let's get started. Okay, we've got 10 questions to answer. Now, each question has different marks. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see how many marks each question is worth. Now, for every question, you'll be allocated time to find the answer. And then we move on to the next question. And at the end of the quiz, you can then calculate how many marks you've scored by answering all the questions. Okay, let's start. Question number 1. Question number 1. Which of these is true? Music made using major keys sounds A. Sad, B. Thoughtful, C. Happy. The question says, which of these is true? Music made using major keys sounds sad, thoughtful, or happy. Which of these is true? Question number 2. Which of these keys can be used to make sad or thoughtful music? A. Major, B. Minor, C. Middle. Which of these keys can be used to make sad or thoughtful music? A. Major, B. Minor, and C. Middle. Question number 3. In music, what is the name of a group of notes within an octave? In music, what is the name of a group of notes within an octave? A tip is that the notes can be arranged in ascending or descending order. Question number 4. How many notes make up the C major scale? How many notes make up the C major scale? Question number 5. Look at this C major scale. What is the first note on the C major scale? Look at this C major scale. What is the first note on the C major scale?
Question number 6. What are the fourth and fifth notes on the C major scale? What are the fourth and the fifth notes on the C major scale?
Question number 7. What is the most popular way to sing out the notes on the C major scale? What is the most popular way to sing out the notes on the C major scale?
Question number 8. Here is a keyboard. It shows only the C major scale. Which of these are the black keys of this keyboard? Here is a keyboard. It shows only the C major scale. Which of these are the black keys of this keyboard?
Question number 9. On a C major scale keyboard, what are the two names of the first black key or note? Number 9. On the C major keyboard, what are the two names of the first black key or note? Question number 10. On a C major scale, how many notes do we have on a keyboard between E and F?
Using a C major scale, how many notes do we have on the keyboard between E and F?
Great! I'm sure that you've got all the answers right. But in case you were not too sure, let's look at the answers. Now, for every answer, we'll have a look at what Natalie said during the lesson. At once, you should be able to tell if you got the answers right or wrong. Alright, let's get into it. Question number 1.
Which of these is true? Music made using major keys sounds A. Sad, B. Thoughtful, and C. Happy. Let's take a tip from Natalie's lesson.
Now, major, the easiest way that I can remember major music or major chords or major scales or something in a major key is that it sounds happy. Think of a movie that you might have watched recently, a happy one. When you watched it, did you notice that there was music that was creating a mood and a feel? That your emotions were really, it touched your emotions by the sound of the music. Well, major music is normally what is used in happy films or happy when it wants to create a happy feeling. Okay? Put a little smiley face there for our major. Now,
Did you get the tip? Okay, if you said the answer was sad, then you were wrong. The answer is C, happy. Music made using major keys sounds happy. Question number 2. Which of these keys can be used to make sad or thoughtful music? Let's have a look at Natalie's lesson.
minor, I kind of gave it away a little bit there, but minor is for sad pieces of music. Well, not always sad, but sometimes thoughtful. Okay? It could be thoughtful, or it could be creating a bit of tension. Okay? So maybe someone's chasing after someone and the music's building up. It could be in a minor scale or a minor chord. It's a minor sounding sort of song. When you play something that has a minor key, it generally creates a sad feeling.
Alright, did you get that? The answer is minor. Yes, minor keys can be used to make sad or thoughtful music. Question number 3. What is the name of a group of notes within an octave? And we gave a tip saying the notes can be arranged in ascending or descending order. Do you know what the answer is? Let's have a look at Natalie's lesson.
Scales are the fundamental part of music theory, and once you know them, you'll be able to build chords and be able to write and play amazing pieces of music really, really easily. Now, first of all, what is a scale? A scale is a group of notes within an octave. So,
Alright, the answer is a scale. A scale is the name of a group of notes within an octave. It can be arranged in ascending or descending order. Question number 4. How many notes make up the C major scale? Let's see what Natalie said.
So, for example, if I said in the key of C, I wanted to see the C major scale, there are 8 specific notes that go from C all the way up to the next C that make up a scale. Now,
Did you get it? Easy. 8 notes make up the C major scale. Okay, Question number 5. Look at this C major scale. What is the first note on the C major scale? Let's have a look at Natalie's answer.
Now, on a keyboard, there are particular notes that each scale goes up in. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. But let's start with C. So if we go C, if you remember, that's where C goes.
Alright, did you get that? Yes, it's quite simple. After all, it's called the C major scale. So the first note is a C, and it looks like this. Awesome. Let's move on to question number 6. What are the 4th and 5th notes on the C major scale? Here's what Natalie said.
You've got C. The next one would be D. The next note would be E. The next note would be F. G, A, oh, I'm running out of lines, better keep drawing my ledger lines, B, and then the final one, which is C. Notice that all of these notes have the lines, their tails pointing upwards, whereas this one is pointing downwards. Alright, so you've got C, then we go to D, then we go to E, then we go to F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The answer is F and G. And here's what they look like. Great, I hope you got that right. Let's move on to question number 7. What is the most popular way to sing out the notes on the C major scale? Let's hear it from Natalie.
Remember that I said a scale is a group of 8 notes. You may have actually heard someone sing a scale before. Perhaps you would have heard someone sing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. That's a scale. But I'm going to show you how.
Alright, did you get that? That's the easiest question of today's lesson. What is the most popular way to sing out the notes in the C major scale? Well, it's Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Easy, right? Yes, quite easy. Let's move on to question number 8. Here is a keyboard. It shows only the C major scale. Which of these are the black keys of this keyboard? Have a good look. I'm sure this should be quite easy too. Alright, let's look at Natalie's keyboard.
I'm going to draw one to show you how to make your very own one. So if you've got a piece of paper and a pen, I'd like you to try this as well while I'm doing it. So the first thing you need is the outside of your keyboard. You need to draw a rectangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's my rectangle. Right, the next thing you need to remember is that on a keyboard there's black notes and there's white notes, and they come in sets. There's first a set of 2 black notes, then a set of 3 black notes, and it goes up in that way. So you'll have 2 black notes, you have a little gap, and you'll have 3 black notes. Okay, you'll have 2 more black notes, and it'll go up. Now, depending on what particular size of keyboard you have, you'll have different notes. Okay, then you're going to have different lines in between those notes. So kind of look at the rectangle that way and draw a line in the middle. Okay, make sure that you've got them. And to make it really clear for yourself, because at the moment it just looks like lines, you can actually colour in those black ones so you can tell that those are my black notes. Okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, it can be nice and rough, but you can understand what you're doing. Right. Now,
did you get it? It's so easy. These are the black keys of this keyboard using a C major scale. Alright, now question number 9. What are the 2 names of the first black key or note that you'll find on a C major keyboard? Here's Natalie's answer.
Now, this black note also has a name. In fact, it has 2. Have a look at it. Because it's above C, okay, you've got C, then you go to the black note. The name of that particular note could be C sharp. C sharp, it normally looks like that. C sharp, if you're going up. And I said it's got two names. Its second name is also D flat. The reason why it's C sharp or D flat is because if you're going up, it's a sharp, but if you're going backwards, it's a flat. Okay, so that's how I remember it. Sharp, we're going up, flat, we're going down. Alright?
Simple. They are C sharp or D flat. And that's what they look like. So those are the two names that can be given to the first black key or note on a C major keyboard. And the final question for today. How many notes do we have on a keyboard between E and F using a C major scale? Let's first look at Natalie's.
So the next thing I'm going to go to is F. Now this one doesn't have any black notes in between it, so it's a half note anyway. But if I had a black note in between, it'd probably be from that E to whatever the next note would be. But it's not like that on a keyboard, so we just go to F. Right, that's half our note, half a step.
Okay, that's also an easy one. How many notes do we have on a keyboard between E and F? And the answer is half a note. Simple. Half a note. Amazing. Alright, so how did you do? Look at your answers and try to calculate your scores. If you did really well, well done. Good job. If you didn't do too well, that's okay. You can always go over your notes again and see if you can answer the quiz again during the repeat episode. Okay, that's today's quiz. What answer did you get? Alright, let's move on to our scripture for today. Make sure you memorize it. That's all we have for today's lesson. I hope you had fun answering our quiz questions. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.